lots of Chinese, Asian spectators who we assume are Ding supporters. We don't know that, but they were all cheering him very loudly. So, you know, he is loved, and it would be nice for their point of view if he could play well here. It's one thing to say that he feels the pressure. Well, maybe he does, but, you know, he wouldn't be alone in that. Everyone feels the pressure. I know he's got a lot of expectation on his shoulders in China and worldwide, but pressure is what this game is all about, and he's no different to anybody else. Has to cope with it.
All players have their supporters, some more than others. I think Ding has got more support than anyone else numerically. I think the British equivalent would be Jimmy White over the years.
Yeah, and of course he's been in 6 finals here, and maybe the pressure got to him with all that hope. That's a really, really well played shot. That's a beauty. Ding is one of the best pack splitters I've seen. And look at this shot. It's such a well-played shot. I think the important thing to say, my last point on that, Phil, would be you're on your own when you're out there, okay? That's it. Whether you feel pressure or not, there's nothing anyone can do to change what's going on that table between you and your opponent.
9.
And you know, Ding has won tournaments in China, where, of course, he's loved and adored even more. A lot more people get to see him there. So he's going to have to soak up the pressure if he's to become world champion.
16.
Well, he's done everything but, hasn't he? And I think
17.
This statistic illustrates just how phenomenal a player he's been. He's won 11 world ranking titles. That's as many as Mark Selby and Shaun Murphy combined.
A prolific trophy winner, including 5 last season. He's also made 5 147 breaks in his career.
24.
Bit early to say that he's going to add to that here, because he's got 3 red blacks, and whoever on the graphics from our host broadcaster is already getting quite excited. But for now, Ding needs to be getting another frame back. That's his priority.
By the way, the second frame on the other table is about to break off, with Ryan Day now 1-0 ahead.
25. Yep.
Nice cannon that. He knew it was quite a thick cannon on the red, so he hit it more firmly to get the cue ball across towards the black, and he did it well. I've just made it.
I made this point when I was working with Joe Johnson yesterday, Neil. I think the top corner pockets have been far jaw friendly. They're going in off that far jaw undoubtedly.
Yeah, not so much off the near jaw. And just to remind you, the point you've made, and we've said that the cushions were redone overnight, would suggest they might slide in a little bit this morning as well. Because when the cushions are changed, there's a bit more sheen on them, and they a bit more slippery. They just go in better off the jaw. They're not easy pockets, that's for sure. And down the cushion rail, they will rattle if you play them at too much speed, and they're not pinpoint accurate.
I'll tell you what though, Neil, we must say now here, the graphic reminds us, a 147 is not an impossibility.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, for the moment, he just has to get past the point of no return in the frame. That is just something that would be a bonus. And the reason I say that, I recall the UK Championship first session one year. I was commentating, played John Higgins. Ding made a 147, lost the session 7-1. So they only win a frame,
41.
Yes, and before, when you made a 147 at the Crucible, you received a fortune. £147,000 was the prize. Now, not so. 20,000 if you make a 147 here this year.
That's a lovely shot, though, and he's got some options here. And things are really taking shape. Now that's okay. There was always the chance that he mightn't get perfectly on one of these two reds to hold 56. For the black, but I think he's got so far with this, he probably needs to keep going now. He would calculate that he could get 3 more red blacks without taking any undue risk.
$57.
British players have had the monopoly on 147 breaks at the Crucible after Canada's Cliff Thorburn made the first 32 years ago.
Well, he's just playing on the loose red all the time, and it's always difficult because you've always got to finish top side, and so far this break has been immaculate.
$65.
Key shot coming up. There are reds that pot to the opposite corner pocket, but again, he's got to make sure this cue ball travels up the table. He doesn't want to finish short so that he doesn't have the shot to get on the black. So he's going topspin, he's swinging the cue ball across the table, but he's got to bounce it off the cushion subconsciously here. And goodness, he's done that all right. That may look like he's gone too far, but that's better than finishing short and having no way of getting back onto the black. So this is frame ball. That's the first thing out of the way. Once he knocks this in, he can really concentrate on a big break. Now, just having a look at the state of the reds that remain. One to the left middle here. He might just screw back and leave himself on that one. Don't see him taking any other shot. And his cue ball, again, is absolutely immaculate. He's got a problem coming up of what he's going to do with the 4 reds, because they're not on at this stage.
$81.
Now, this is the first difficult shot of the break. I know what he played there. He had to try and develop reds. He's going all around the houses to keep the break going. This will be a good shot. Wow, look at this. This is an absolutely beautiful shot.
And now, Neil, what an opportunity. What a chance. And I'll tell you what, the frame is out of the question now. It's going to ding. And so Mark Davis will be hoping against hope that Ding makes the 147 here.
Well, he's not the only one. There's a lot of people who feel like that. That is not his best shot. That's annoying. He wanted to be higher on this. He's got to disturb the other red now, which he didn't really want to do. Well, I'm bewildered by that.
He's forgotten. He didn't realise.
I find that bewildering.
When he heard the crowd groan, he realised what he'd done. Unbelievable.
I can't believe what I've seen.
Oh no.
He could have played the other red. I mean, well, everyone, even Marco Fu there in the practice room, it's one of those moments that stops the crucible.